What's up, guys? We're back with another video. In today's video, uh, we're playing, um, crap. We're playing NBA 2K. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Right now, we're already in the game.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
So on the floor for Houston. At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Tari Eason is out there with Cam Whitmore. And it's Şengün in at the
That was a bad screen.
Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep a shot out of Porzingis' reach. He has such long arms.
Whitey's checked in for Boston. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. I know you value that as a coach.
You can never overestimate
How was that a bad shot?
Intelligence is.
It wasn't
I was in
bad.
the NBA.
You're getting, but this dude's getting locked. Jalen Green is getting locked up. When did you ever see that?
I've never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, guys, T in that.
Yet another bucket.
Once again, he's reached the 40-point mark as there has been no slowing him down all season.
Well, GA, with all these 40-point performances, he's close to matching the mark for third most 40-point games in a single year.
Well, we haven't seen this many 40-point games in a long time. He is close to matching his airness, Michael Jordan, who scored 40 points, an incredible 37 times back in '87.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And the Celtics making a change here. Kornet's checked in. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, T.
And what a stretch it's been for him. I mean, it goes beyond the scoring, which he has had no problem doing. He's been all over the small things that take a shooting guard from good to great.
And that
nicely up.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Celtics.
Well, Coach, Boston has been so close to that 18th NBA championship banner, finally able to win the title last season.
Yeah, they've been to the conference finals 6 times in the last 8 years. Lost in the 2022 finals. They got over the top with 2 additions. Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. Those guys really helped.
Şengün with a screen on White. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Van Vliet's got 5 now.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And a wide-open look for Whitmore. The offensive rebound. Here's Eason. And finally they hit one.
It took you a while, man.
Eason's got his second basket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Alexander. A three-pointer is right on target.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Fires the three. And it's Green. Missing.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still first make.
Come on, Jaylen Brown.
And getting very close to seeing our final list of contestants for the dunk contest.
Wait,
and you
how
know
are number 5?
Right now really wants
That should not go.
Who wouldn't? I mean, if you got the hops and the repertoire, you want to show what you can do.
You take a look at Green. He's definitely got a shot at making it to the top 4 slots this year. We'll just have to see if he ends up moving up.
Listen, I know this guy's hoping he gets the opportunity to be a part of it this year, and it would be a huge disappointment for him if he's not able to showcase some of
Another one goes. Incredible.
And on any given night, he's still capable of putting up the kind of numbers that most guys don't even think about.
He's officially moved into 4th place all alone on the list of most 50-point games in NBA history.
Next up is Kobe B. Bryant. That's a legendary mark. If there's one guy capable of reaching it, it's this fella right here.
Pass to Alexander. Three-pointer. And the Celtics another three.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. 5 to shoot. Right wing. Here's Şengün. Rebounded by Tatum.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
There's the pick. Here's Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Alexander's got 55.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
Pass to Kornet. Picked by Horford. White the pass to Alexander. Misses the three. And for Houston, they're shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Here's the screen. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Alexander. Banked in off the glass. Alexander's got 57 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Pass to Şengün. Down low. And Green slams it in.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And so it's Boston with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish.
Luke Kornet comes in for Al Horford. And Alexander subbed in for Walker. The Rockets also changing it up. Tari Eason's checked in for Dylan Brooks. Green comes in for Amen Thompson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. They've got Alexander. And it's Tillman in at the 4 spot. That's the Boston 5.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
And for Houston, they're shooting about 40% here in the 4th quarter. VanVleet deciding where to go with it. Another miss by Houston.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Şengün to the wing on the left. VanVleet outside. The 19-footer is on the money.
Nice jump shot. VanVleet, he can stretch the floor for you or hit there from the mid-range.
Here's Alexander. It's rebounded by Houston. Eason's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Green. It's hauled in by Kornet. Kornet's got his 4th rebound in this one. Alexander passes to Pritchard. Here's Alexander, guarded by Green. And good, he hits it again.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. And here's Green, he'll bring it up for the Rockets. And it's off from 3-point range. Boston's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Celtics.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for T.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Here's Alexander, headed by Green. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Green kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Green. Here's the 3. Connects from 3-point range.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And that's just a risky play to make a heave like that. Not worth it.
19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Van Vliet with it. Back to Whitmore. Eason. The putback is no good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they...
Great win tonight, MP.
Tough game tonight. Lock in.
Fans live for games like this one.
The national basketball team committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to rejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. Don't forget, coming up is Celtics Mascot Pennant Day. The first 10,000 fans will receive this special Celtics Mascot Pennant. Take your pennant to school or to basketball camp and show your Celtic pride. Don't forget, Celtics fans, we are doing another special giveaway at our next home game. The first 5,000 fans will receive their very own Boston Celtics.
Oh, say does.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sport. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jason Tatum.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Grant, when you talk about these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight, and if they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
And the starting group for Chicago. Levine and Williams are the two forwards. Josh Giddey out there with Kobe White. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. Here's Giddey. And he starts out with a miss in this one. And here's Brown for three. He drops it from range.
There is zero hesitation from Brown. This man is always ready to fire.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla, and one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out. It's back to the basics, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Alexander. And again, Boston with the triple.
Executing the plan here early, still haven't missed a shot.
Celtics foul. Alexander. First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Back to White. Vucevic, a screen on Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. White, the pass to Williams. Giddey's got space. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Patrick Williams.
Boston has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Now, here's Williams. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Here's Vucevic. That's short off the rim.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Holiday looking for an opening. Outside Tatum. Sinks it from distance.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Pass to Vucevic. Outside Giddey. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. Boston leading by 7. Here's Alexander. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. From the low block. It's wide right, hits off the rim. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
Oh, man, they were in total control. Really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
Here's Giddey, following the bucket by Boston. Right wing, three-pointer, Vucevic. Offensive board.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Alexander gets the bucket. Alexander's got 9.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Bulls trail by 11. Outside Levine. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Here's Alexander. Giddey defends. Here's the 3. Alexander misses. For Chicago, they've gone only 2 of 6 from the field. White finds Giddey. And here is Williams. White for 3. The Bulls with another miss. Boston on offense. They're on a 15-4 run. Outside Porzingis. Here's Alexander. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
There's the triple. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Drew Holiday. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Smith, he's checked in for Williams. Gordon Tucker comes in for Levine. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Giddey. And it's Lonzo Ball in for White. And the basket by Dosunmu.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
How about the grit of Ayo Dosunmu? You see it in his hustle play, but also his work ethic, RJ.
Yes, he continues to improve, BA. The coach is training him to be shot ready. That's down and low. He's upping his volume and efficiency from long range.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, T in the last outing against the Rockets got the job done. He finished with 67 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
Bulls trail by 18. Here's Giddey. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Giddey's got 6 points.
Once Giddey saw his opening, he took advantage. I mean, defenders just could not keep up.
Here's Alexander. He's covered by Dosunmu. Alexander gets the bucket.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Now here's Ball. Still no points. Smith with a screen on Brown. From deep, Giddey. Tatum pulls it in.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Chicago has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Dosunmu can't hit. Here's Alexander. Takes a three. Gets the 3 ball to go. Alexander's got 24.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by...
And so it's the Boston Celtics with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back with you shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Then there's Drew Holiday, and it's Hauser in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Picked by Smith. Dosunmu with it. Tatum's there. Dosunmu can't hit.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Here's Alexander, and down it goes. 2 points. 26 points for him.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Dosunmu. Pure from three-point range. Dosunmu's got his second basket of the night.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Porzingis, and he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The Bulls have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Pass to Giddey. Launches a 3. Rebound Boston. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Alexander misses.
In the first quarter, he was raining down threes. That's not the case here in the second.
Here's Ball, and he hits it from 9 feet. Ball's got his first points of the night.
Lots of quick moves inside by Ball to get into great position for the score.
Here's Alexander. Down it from distance. Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got 1 or 2, your interior play better be strong.
Pass to Giddey. Tries the spin move. Good D by Porzingis.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Knocks down the triple.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
The Bulls have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at Chicago, They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Seeing where Boston is, they've proven most people right. An outstanding team. A squad that's going to be very difficult to knock out.
The Celtics making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. Phillips is checked in for Chicago. Here's Alexander, and he gets it to go. Alexander's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Pass to Cornette. Outside Porzingis. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, "I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something."
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Holiday passes to Alexander. To the middle. Oh, deflected. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Here's Dosunmu. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Chicago shooting their first 3 throws of the game. So a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Boston out in front, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
33.
Dominant performance from this offense. As a fan, you just have to admire it and see what they're doing.
Yeah, they're hitting. New topic. Fellas, we've got a number of strong and that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And White has got the ball here for Chicago. When this game is done, they'll be off to Toronto, taking on the Raptors. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. And so in the game for the Bulls, Williams and Vucevic are inside. Kobe White out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Levine in at the small forward position.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Outside White. Fires from deep. Levine can't hit. Boston has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Pass to Brown. Takes the 3. Alexander gets the bucket. Alexander's got 37.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
Chicago has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Right side, Levine. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 6th rebound on the night.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
Here's Alexander. Again, the miss by Boston. For Chicago, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Levine can't hit.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Here's Alexander, covered by Vucevic. From 20 feet. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Giddey with a screen on Porzingis. Outside, Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside White. And Porzingis with the block.
Those long arms of Porzingis are a serious factor on defense.
Here's Alexander, covered by Vucevic. Alexander gets the bucket.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And it's Giddey missing. Boston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. For 3, Porzingis nails it from 3. Porzingis has got 9.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Outside LaVine. Back to Giddey. Outside Williams. The Bulls with another miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Alexander's got 41.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Here's LaVine. LaVine. Boston with a rebound.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by White. White's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to LaVine. Shoots over Brown. And that doesn't go either for LaVine.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Here's Alexander. He's guarded by White. He takes it in. Alexander misses. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
There's a screen. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by LaVine. And the Bulls shooting just 28%. Lacking confidence on offense right now. It's Giddey on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Williams. White for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. White's got 5 now.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
White with a steal. And up the court come the Bulls on the break over Holiday. And there's White. That's good on the assist from Giddey. For Boston, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Alexander gets the bucket.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
On the wing, LaVine. Pass to Williams. From deep, Giddey. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pulls it from the corner, and he hits the jumper. Alexander's got 12 points here in the second half.
Every year that Tatum is in the league, he just improves his passing.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. Tries to break his ice. Uneasy, 2 on the layup.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Alexander gets the bucket. Alexander's got 48.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
Inside, here's Giddey. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Giddey's gotten 4 this quarter.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Here's Alexander. Tatum passes to Alexander. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Giddey.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And he's good on the 2nd. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Dosunmu. Boston pulls it in.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's Alexander. He got it again! Sensational!
I mean, he has been hot as a kettle, conserving all comers.
And making a little history tonight. He's just tied for the third most 50-point games in league history.
Tying up none other than Kobe Bryant with 25. And when you're being compared with him.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as...
He's checked in for Boston. And the Bulls shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. They've got Luke Cornett. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Xavier Tillman. And it's Alexander in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Levine. Boston pulls it in. Hauser's got 4 rebounds now. Boston has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Alexander, soft touch off the glass. Alexander's got 53 points.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3. Alexander's got 56 in the game.
Goodness, this man is ripping 3 after 3. An incredible display of shooting.
Pass to Giddey. 4-3. Drops in the 3.
After sinking 1 triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Here's Alexander. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Levine. Yep, that one's good.
What determination from Levine, finding his finish despite the contact.
The Celtics shooting 27% here in the fourth. Here's Alexander. The shot won't fall. Giddey with a defensive effort. For Chicago, they've gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Pass to Levine. Shoots. And it's Tillman with a rebound. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Here's Alexander. Giddey defends. And the layup is good off the glass. Alexander's got 7 now in this quarter.
Leading scorer on the night, and he looks very hungry for more. Keep feeding him. Operation Feed the Horse.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Celtics.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And tonight, a fantastic effort to deliver their 48th win of the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for T.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Here's Giddey. Alexander pulls it in. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Vucevic, and is blocked. There's the drive. Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you. Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Here's Alexander. Giddey defends. Alexander gets the bucket.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
They really thought they had a chance.